Hi, I just wanted a quick demo of multiple IDP support for Zscaler private access and show you just some of the things you need to watch out for when configuring it. Let's just come into my private access IDP configuration. And you'll see here I've already got multiple IDP support configured. You'll see the first one. This is from my original ADFS configuration. So we see the IDP, entity ID and everything in here. And we'll see the service provider entity ID. And here, from the original configuration, my service provider entity ID is SAML SP private Zscaler com auth metadata. This one here I've got configured is from multiple IDP support when it was added last week. And you'll see, my single sign-on URL here is my Azure logon page, but the entity ID for the service provider is unique now. It ends here 772, and this is then reflected if I look in my Azure AD configuration here, and my single sign-on page. You can see here my reply consumer URL. Ends 772. So exactly what I'd expect. So I've gone off and I've already configured this. But let's do this. Let's say, for example, I want to make a change. So let's go ahead and delete this one. And what I want to do is I want to go and add that IDP configuration. Maybe I just wanted to rename it or something like that. Let's call it this Azure SSO. And for one specific domain. When we're done with that, we'll click next, and you'll notice here that this consumer URL has changed. So let's go down and download the metadata there, because I need that. The next step on this is to create the IDP, so I need to upload the metadata. So I've already got the metadata here. If I was to go and upload this metadata, it would not work because the IDP URL is different. So what I've got to do is I need to upload the new metadata. Let's go ahead and select that new metadata file and click add, and you'll see that these will change from 772 to 784. All of this is all about right. Close that, and we should be able to click save. Okay, so that's now changed to 784. What we now need to do is download the metadata file from Azure AD, and we need to import that metadata into Azure AD. And we'll see we've got the same single sign-on page for Zscaler private access, but it's really important that these the entity IDs match. So it's important that you configure ZPA first, then configure the IDP, whatever it happens to be, Azure AD or whatever, and then you import that data into Zscaler. If you think, oh, it's already configured in the IDP, I don't need to recreate it, there's a fundamental difference between the entity ID configuration before doing the multiple IDP support and after. So this should all work now. If I click import now, we'll go ahead and it'll authenticate me to Azure AD, and it grabs back all of my group information and everything. So I know that that's working properly. There we go. That's it.